Hello everybody, Gigi from Gigi Yoga here. Welcome to day 5 of your 12 Days of Christmas Yoga Challenge. Today we're just going to do an overall full body stretch yoga flow. We are going to move a bit, we're going to get quite warm, but you should feel your muscles nice and lengthened by the end of today's practice and hopefully feel a little calmer too. Let's get started. So starting nice and low on your mat, come into Sukhasana, easy pose, or any sort of pose that feels easy for you. It's different for everybody, right? Bring the hands to the knees, loop the shoulders all the way up to the ears and drop them down the back body. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You made it, you're here, you rolled your mat out, you did it. Not always the easiest thing to do. And we're going to drop in with a little bit of mindful breathing first, as I love to do. So you're going to bring both hands towards your belly into this sort of diamond shape here. And putting your hands on your belly can be a very mixed thing, right? People have very mixed emotions about their middle areas. A lot of feelings of shame or guilt or whatever. But for the purpose of this, I just want you to think of your belly as a vessel for oxygen. Okay? So when I teach kids yoga, I ask them to visualize a bright big balloon of whatever color they want it to be. And you can visualize it this way too. I'm just going to tell you, there's a balloon in your belly. As you inhale, it's going to fill with air, and as you exhale, it's going to empty of air, and your hands are going to go back in again. Okay, so I just want you to feel this sensation. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. If you feel that the air is more in your chest, direct it downwards. Inhale. And exhale. Now just carry on in your own time, inhaling and exhaling. If it helps you to stay more present, think in as you breathe in and out. As you breathe out, just say the words in your head. It helps. Last breath in. And out. Okay, just want you to bring your hands together and start rubbing, really rubbing, creating heat with your palms, like if you were rubbing 2 sticks together and trying to create a fire. So we're really trying to generate this heat in the hands. Keep going faster, 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 faster. Let's create some more energy. Ooh, feels toasty. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, and then place those hands gently over your eyes. Feel the vibration, that energy coming off of your hands. And gently uncover. Beautiful job. Okay. Let's get moving, shall we? So you're going to take your left leg out nice and long. We're coming into half firefly here with the right foot coming in towards the groin, really active through both feet. The toes are facing up to the sky, the kneecap is facing up to the sky. Super important. And we're going to go with a side body stretch first. So you have options here. Same arm as the outstretched leg. You're either going to bring the palm down or maybe come onto your elbow with the palm facing up and then reaching up up, up, up and overhead. Look up to the sky as you find that opening through the rib cage. Feel the skin stretching over the ribs. Really rolling that shoulder blade backwards so that your chest will open up. One more breath in. And come all the way back up. Beautiful. Just shift your hips and your body slightly so that you're facing your outstretched leg this time. So you're sort of facing more in a diagonal. Reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, folding down, bring the head down. And if you're struggling to straighten that outstretched leg, you're very welcome to have a nice healthy bend in the knee. Gently start to roll your upper body back up. This outstretched leg, you're simply going to bend the knee and take it behind you. So we're coming into, I guess, like a mermaid position, or in yin this is called deer pose. Loads of different names. It's hard to keep up. Again, super active through the feet. Lift up nice and tall here. Feel that stretch in this hip here. Should feel really nice, and try and roll it down towards the ground. And then you're going to take a rotation here. So start to turn towards your back knee. Twisting through the body, and then lift the chest once you've rotated so that you get a really nice twist through the center of your body. Maybe you look over towards that back shoulder. Beautiful. Keep lifting through the chest. One more. And then bring yourself back through center. Let's reset and do all of that on the other side. So bringing that leg around, bringing in towards your groin whilst the right leg goes out long and stretches out with the toes facing up to the sky. The kneecap is facing up towards the sky also. Okay, let's take that side stretch. So you're either taking the palm down or the elbow with the palm facing up, and then reaching all the way up to the sky. No collapsing in here. So there's a difference between this and this. You see the difference? So start to roll that chest upwards. If you're struggling with that, just come up a little bit and the problem sort of fixes itself. Maybe you look up towards that elbow, maybe you don't. Everybody's neck has a little bit more space than others. Okay, start to come up. And then start to face yourself towards that diagonal so that you are facing directly over your outstretched right leg. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky, find that length. And exhale, find that hamstring stretch, reaching for the outsides of the feet, but if not there, maybe the shin, maybe the knee, maybe a bend in the knee. Okay, coming all the way up and then taking this leg behind. So bending the knee, coming into that mermaid deer pose, whatever you'd like to call it. Inhale, lift through the chest. If you can, maybe bring the fingertips down. And as you exhale, rotate towards your back knee, finding that twist. Roll the shoulders back down the body as you lift the chest. And come back through center. Beautiful job. We're going to come onto all fours, tabletop position. So take your time getting there. We're in no rush, just enjoying moving our bodies in a way that feels natural and right rather than cranking and slamming. Hands underneath the shoulder points, knees underneath the hip points. Shine your elbow creases forwards. And here we go, cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the chin. And exhale, round everything in, exaggerate that round. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Come back to your neutral tabletop position. We're going to take it to a modified side plank here. So I want you to take your right hand towards center and then start to turn your body towards the left. And at the same time, you're going to turn your legs with you. Your left leg is going to straighten out. So you've almost got a side plank here, but it feels very elegant and very long because of that outstretched leg. Reach the arm up and overhead and then shift your weight over that wrist because you'll have moved away from it a little bit. Note that my foot is behind me and not underneath me. This helps with my balance. Squeeze belly towards spine, find a little bit more length. If you have a bit more challenge in you today, maybe you try lifting the outstretched leg. And back through center. Beautiful job. And exactly the same on the other side. So just taking it the opposite way, hand comes to center, twisting your body the other way, really extending out, checking that that foot is behind you and not underneath you. Roll the chest towards the sky. Maybe you try lifting that leg. Oh, kicking my Christmas tree. And then bring it back down to center. Great job. Okay, tuck the right toes under, extend the right leg out long. Just to give a gentle seesaw on that leg so that you're warming up through the calf muscle. And then you're going to cross those right toes over towards the left. So you're crossing over your other leg, like so. Then press really firmly into your right palm, lean into your right palm as you look over your left shoulder towards your foot. You should feel a really lovely side stretch along your rib cage. And then bring it back to center and let's do that on the other side, nice and mindful, tucking the left toes under and stretching out long, maybe take a seesaw. And then taking that left foot over towards the right so that it's crossing over your right leg. Lovely. And then press into your left palm and look over your right shoulder back towards your heel. Really lean into this right palm. And bring it back to center. Tuck both toes under. Here we go. Up and back, downward facing dog. Really pushing into the palms. You can take a bend in the knees. You can gently pedal it out. Totally your choice. Move the shoulder blades away from each other. Broaden the back. And then look to the top of your mat and start to make your way into a standing forward fold at the top. Again, bend the knees generously here. We don't need to be cranking into any huge stretches. Dropping the head down. And then start to roll all the way up, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other until you're all the way to standing. Yes, look at that. Okay, take any fidgets you need. Roll the shoulders all the way up to the ears and sigh as they melt down the back body. We're going to take a couple of sun salutations just to get everything really warm. So reach the arms all the way up to the sky and exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, And exhale, fold it down. Plant the palms, step it back to your plank pose. For this first one, all of us, knees come down, bend the elbows, chest comes down, chin comes down. Inhale, snake it through to your cobra. And exhale, push it back through your tabletop, back to your downward facing dog. One more, just like that. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back, half lift, and exhale, soften and fold it down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky, and exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Inhale, and exhale, fold. Use your breath. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, fold it down. Step it back to a plank pose, yogi's choice. You can take a vinyasa if you like, or stick to knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, take it back to down dog. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Anchor through the left foot, reach the right foot all the way up and back, stacking the hips one on top of the other as you start to open up towards your right, bending the knee. Really push into both palms evenly. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to straighten back up into that 3-legged dog, and exhale as you bring that foot through between the hands into a low lunge. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, bring the fingertips down and shift it back to your half split. So at this point, we've done this quite a few times in the practice. It's one of my favorite lower body stretches. So remembering about stacking the hip over the knee and really flexing the toes. Inhale here. And exhale, hinge it forward. Beautiful. Plant the left palm down. You're going to reach the right arm all the way back. Watch that hand go back. And then lift up your back left foot. And see if you can grab for the toes or for the ankle. Coming into a quad stretch. You can either sink into your hips, or if this is a little bit too tough for you, you come up onto your fingertips, or even putting the hand onto the thigh, or if you have a block, you can put a block down here as well, bring the ground to you. I'll stop talking. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, let that foot go with control. Bring the hand back over. You're going to take the right hand on top of the right foot. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Start to twist towards your front bent leg. Okay, you're coming onto the outsides of both feet, coming into an IT band stretch here, lowering the hips. This can feel quite intense. You're very welcome to heel toe that foot a little bit further down until you're more comfortable and the hips can come down. Coming all the way down onto your hips, you shift that front leg as you need. Coming down onto your forearm here, hold on to that top foot. So it's nice and stable. We're going to take a couple of inner thigh lifts here. So we're going to pulse for 8. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Whew, keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Okay, come all the way back up onto your hand, coming back over towards the front of the mat. Work your way back into a low runner's lunge here. Inhale to lift the chest, lift the chest. And exhale to shift onto that back foot. So we're coming into a warrior 2 here, okay? So you need to turn those toes so that they're facing the long edge of the mat, and then opening up to your warrior 2, sink into that front right knee, looking over your right fingers, suck the tummy towards the spine and tuck the tailbone under. Inhale. As you exhale, peaceful warrior, take the right arm up and back, maybe look up at the fingers. And then cartwheeling the hands to your extended side angle, so either resting on the top of your thigh or coming into the full expression, opening up through the chest. And again, reach it back, inhale. And this time, cartwheeling the hands all the way down, step it back to a plank pose, and then taking it to downward facing dog. all of that on the other side. Here we go. Inhale, reach the left foot all the way up to the sky. And exhale, open up through the hips, stacking the hips, bending the left knee, pressing into both palms evenly. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to reach that leg all the way back up. And exhale, take it through between the hands, coming into that low lunge with the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, real energy through those fingers. And exhale, fingertips come down and you shift it back. Inhale here. And exhale, hinge it forwards again. Plant the right hand down, reach the left arm to paint a big circle with that left hand until you reach back for that foot, picking it up maybe just by the toes or a bit lower down by the ankle. Maybe you're coming up onto your fingertips, onto your leg or onto a block. Loads of options. Last breath in. And then with control, let this foot go. Ooh, only one set of knees, be careful. And then bring this right hand, left hand is what I meant, on top of the left foot. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, start to twist towards your front knee, but also coming onto the outsides of the feet. So people get really confused by this posture. So just remembering you're coming to the outsides of your feet and you'll be all good. Start to sink the hips down, down, down. You're going to really get some sensation in the outer thigh here. And then to make the hips come all the way down, start to heel toe that foot down until you're more comfortable. There you go. And then coming down onto that right forearm, hold onto your foot and start to do those inner thigh lifts. Here we go. 8, 7, whew, not strong on this side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Come back up onto your hand. Then coming over, up and over, back towards the front of the mat. Heel toe that foot back to center. And then you want to set up your feet for warrior 2 on the other side. So you're wanting to plant that back foot so it's at a 90-degree angle facing the long edge of the mat. And then open the arms out. The hips are facing towards the right side. Tuck the tailbone under. Sink the shoulders down. Look over that front hand. Inhale. And exhale, peaceful warrior. Sweep it back. Make it beautiful. And then cartwheeling the hands down to your extended side angle, whatever option you're taking. Sweep it up and back again. Find the flow. And exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down. Step it back to plank pose and then up to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Start to walk the feet towards center and then start to heel toe them out until they're starting to spill off the mat. They're facing outwards. We're sinking down into a malasana, a nice low yogi squat. So loads of options for this because people really struggle with this because tight hips are a thing, right? So you can either be here with me or you can come into a froggy here. This is just as much of a hip stretch. And if you're struggling to get your heels down, you may want to sit on a block. You can place a block underneath you. Or if you are here with me, you can bring the palms together and then really press into the knees with the elbows to push them out. You can take some soft, gentle movement here. Keep breathing deeply. And then bring the hands down to the mat. You're going to take a forward fold. So simply start to straighten the legs, looking down. And again, start to sink down to your yogi squat. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down, straighten it out. You can have a bend in the knees here. They don't have to be locked out straight. In fact, locking out is never recommended. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful job. Come back down to your squat. I'm just going to turn to face the top of my mat again. And then, no elegant way to do this. Start to bring the fingertips behind you and come down to your bum. And then, down to your back. Yes, yes, yes. Let me just move my mic. Okay. Come into figure four legs here, okay? So plant the sole of the left foot down onto the ground, reach the right leg all the way up to the sky, then cross right foot over the top of the left thigh, pick up that left foot, interlace the hands behind the thigh, and pull the legs towards you. Always option if you have less space to just keep this left foot down on the floor. So you don't have to interlace, you don't have to take that pulling motion. And then just make sure your lower back is on the mat. Slowing everything down now. Last breath in. Okay, start to bring the left foot down to the ground. The right leg is going to stretch all the way back up again. This time you're going to interlace the hands behind the right thigh or behind the right shin, or even grabbing hold of the ankle depending on where your flexibility is at, and gently start pulling this foot towards the face. Make sure it's active, whether it's flexed or pointed. I really don't mind as long as it's not just floppy. Enjoying that hamstring stretch, the knee can be bent. And then start to stretch out this bottom leg. Again, nice active foot here. And feel how that changes the stretch as well. Does it make it more challenging or does it make it easier for you? Okay, start to bend this right knee. Take the left hand to the top of the right knee and guide it over towards the left, coming into a supine twist, looking back over at your right hand. Make sure that both shoulders are coming down towards the ground. Bring your attention back to that balloon in your belly. Can you feel your belly rising and falling with your breath? Okay, and gently start to make your way back to center. All of that on the other side, nice and easy. Okay, so taking your left foot all the way up to the sky and then crossing it over the top of the right thigh, and you choose your poison, either pulling that figure four leg pose towards you or keeping it down on the ground. There's also an option here to straighten that bottom leg, to get more of a stretch towards you. Last breath in here. And then start to drop this right foot down and reach the left leg all the way up to the sky, and you choose where you're holding. And once you've decided, use your breath. So as you inhale, you lengthen through that leg, and as you exhale, you're pulling it slightly closer towards you. And again, inhale and exhale. Once more, inhale. And as you exhale this time, you're lengthening out that right bottom leg. Okay, start to bend this knee, taking the right hand on top of the left knee, guide it over towards the right, maybe looking over your left hand. Again, always so important, just make sure that both shoulders are connecting to the ground. And bring your attention back to your belly breath. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. And finally, extending out nice and long. We're coming into our Shavasana. So open up the palms. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Let the ankles drop open. And melt like butter in a pan down towards your mat. Maybe you bring your attention back to that belly breath one more time. And I will leave you here. Thank you so much for your time today. It's hugely appreciated. Namaste.